Hi everybody, it's Andy here again with another instructional video for you. This time it's all about how to do part 3 of the Careers Fair mock control task. Now, if you're watching this video, it means that you've finished parts 1 and 2. In part 1, you had to do some planning and create some folders. And in part 2, you had to do some research on your own to find some suitable resources for the display boards that are going to be used to advertise the Careers Fair. You had to find information about the college, information on careers, etc. that might be of interest to young people, and so on and so forth. And it's been fairly individual work so far. But in part 3, things change. And you're going to be put into a team with 2 or 3 other people who have also finished part 2, and you'll have to carry out the following tasks. So here's part 3 on the screen. It starts in 3.1. You have to get together with your other team members via one of these following methods: either email, Yammer, Moodle Message, Facebook Messenger, Twitter, etc., things like that, to decide on what is called a real-time digital collaboration method. So you're going to use those one of those methods, which you'll decide in your team, to decide on a real-time digital collaboration method, which you will then take forward to complete the rest of part 3. And real-time digital collaboration methods include Hackpad, OneDrive, Google Docs, and there are others as well. Notice the difference with these is that they allow you to be working on a document with other people in the team simultaneously at exactly the same time they are, almost as if you were sat at the same computer. So that's the difference between the first list that I gave you just then and this list. The first list can be pretty much almost anything, but you need to decide on a real-time digital collaboration method to take into the rest of part 3. Okay, so having decided on your real-time digital collaboration method, which is 3.1, you will then be ready to start 3.2, and that is to use that real-time digital collaboration method that you have chosen to collaborate with your team and carry out the following tasks. You'll need to share the research and ask for comments. That's the research you did in part 2 on your own. Commenting on at least one other person's research, and as a team you'll have to come to an agreement about the content of the resource. By resource there, it means the slideshow or video that you're going to put on the display board for the Careers Fair. And on that will have to be included, you'll have to agree on a date and time for the fair, a venue for the fair, that's where it'll take place, and at least 3 other pieces of information that you're going to include that would be useful to people looking at the display board. It could be things like a list of companies that are going to be there at the Careers Fair. Now, it's very important as you're carrying out 3.2 with your team that you get evidence that you took part in that discussion and that collaboration, screenshots of the things that you were doing, because of what happens then in part 3.3. And this will be the success criteria for this task. Whether you pass it or not will be this evidence. And it'll have to be a screenshot evidence of you actually taking part in the collaboration with your team, reasons why the collaboration methods that you decided in 3.1 were successful or not, and a link to or a saved copy of the collaboration showing where you contributed. That will be a Word document or an OneDrive document with the screenshots in that you took actually during the session where you collaborated with the other members of your team. So in summary then, this is what you need to do to successfully complete part 3 of the Careers Fair control task. You need to contact other members of your team to decide on a method of real-time collaboration. You then use that method of real-time collaboration to discuss with your team about various things to do with the upcoming Careers Fair. And finally, on your own, write up the report describing the communication you had with your team and your part in it. So you should now be confident to go and do part 3 and carry it out successfully. If not, have another look at the video and study it carefully, rewind, pause, etc. until you're happy. You can also ask me for help, of course. So Go ahead with part 3 now, give it your best shot, do the best you possibly can, and I'll see you on the next video.